This is my apology video. Some of you don't understand why I'm making this video, but the reason behind it is that a couple of months ago I was talking to this girl. She had the most heartwarming personality that I ever seen in a woman, yet we talked for about 6 to 7 months tops. I remember talking to her so much that I would flirt with her, to the point that it triggered her to say, "I have a boyfriend." She also replied with, "You don't mind that, right?" Myself being so gullible, I took that to offense, so I proceeded talking with her throughout each day. At one point, I felt so alone and desperate to continue talking with this woman, I immediately fell in love with her, even if she still had a boyfriend. Telling her how I felt was the most realistic thing in my life. When I told her about my feelings, she politely said, "Even if I still have a boyfriend and you still like me, I don't mind still going to you when I'm done with my boyfriend." At the time, I felt amazed that she liked me, even if she still had a boyfriend. But coming back to reality made me realize it was the most terrible human act that I've done just by telling her how I felt. Seeing eye to eye to myself makes me feel like a terrible human being who doesn't know the consequences that would occur to me. Most of the time, I would call her jelly bean or honey bear, cutie, and much more. She would often tell me that I would be a good boyfriend to her or anybody else that I will meet. It made me happy during that time period. Those conversations were amazing until I found out who was her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was someone that I knew, that I went to high school with. Knowing me at the time, I still talked to her, but ignored her for 2 days or even 3 days just because I wanted to be with her. But her boyfriend, I knew her boyfriend really well and completely, and it was the most realistic thing that I ever discovered in my life. Ignoring her time to time, we ended up arguing about why am I ignoring her too much. So I told her that I wanted her to hang out with her boyfriend, but we ended up talking about it and we cleared some things, but I was wrong. This is where things got a little bit more off. Texting so much, we got a little bit more intimate through text. At that point, things started to fall off more and more. When we started to send each other Snapchat pictures of being intimate, I should have stopped myself right then and there, but I continued, and she continued as well. Committing those acts made me feel super guilty that I was the one that caused all of this. This problem could have been easily fixed, but I committed way too deep with this intimacy. So again, I ignored her for the second time, and she reached to me again about ignoring her. I should have run with all this love she gave me, but I didn't, because she was a great person no matter what. So towards the 6th month, she stopped talking to me and talked to me each 3 to 4 days, ignoring my messages. She explained to me that she had got a job at a supermarket and she doesn't have enough time to talk to me. Eventually, I caught on to her just ignoring me at times, and I didn't know what to do, and I was lost for a bit. And this is where things became totally wrong, and this is where I messed up completely a great friendship I could have had within myself and someone else. I remember a week has gone by and I didn't know what to do. Eventually, I had to wait. So I remember I had a giant barbecue with my family, and I just waited and waited. I remember one of my best friends, or my old friends I can say, texted me and told me a message, "Do you want to go hiking?" And I remember replying with yes, but he also told me that I blew him off one day and he wanted to go out drinking with me, but I didn't have enough time because I was too focused to my success, and I hated that for myself for ignoring someone that I knew so long and I ignored. So he said, "We'll go hiking on this day." And I remember he replies to me he doesn't have enough time. After that, he blocks me from one social media account to another, so he could never talk to me again. And I started to grow suspicious. How can he blocked me? So I remember I texted this girl, said, "Hey, how you doing?" And she replied with, "You got the wrong number, this is Jennifer." And I remember vividly that she was lying, and she was lying, and I thought to my head that she didn't like me no more, and that her boyfriend caught on. So my heart and my pain grew bigger and bigger each time and each day, and I didn't know what to do. So eventually, I started to apologize to him, the guy that I used to know in high school so much and so well. I apologized, and when I apologized to him, I remember I saved his number on my phone. He replied with, "I know what you're about to say, and if I ever see you, I will beat the crap out of you. Badly." And I remember replying with, "It's okay, I deserve every beating and every second of it and what I did." And I hated myself for what I did. And I remember it made me to a stronger and better man to never ever to cross paths with someone that has a beautiful girlfriend and never break their back and break their promise, because I would never look back and ever do that ever again. And it hurted my heart so much and so completely. So eventually I apologized even more, and he told me to block his number and never talk to him again. Until then, it made me realize the precious of having a beautiful friendship within the system of loving someone else as a friend. So don't ever lose a friend, and don't ever look back for the mistakes you can ever do. And if you guys like this story and the problems that I did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It would really do help me, or does help me. Sorry. I'll see you guys. Peace.